So, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. There is so much of fear in the city right now where COVID is concerned, but nevertheless, thank you for coming, and we're going to have a very riveting discussion on the book that is going to be shortly launched, Beyond Me Too, written by Tanushree Ghosh.
This book, Me Too and Beyond, by Tanushree Ghosh, is a very, very important book for people who believe in feminism and advocate. This book is not only about its content, it goes beyond, it sparks conversations, it goes in so many directions, and it not only talks about feminism, it also talks about the general social malpractices, gender violence, gender discrimination, and so many other things that we really bypass. Generally, we look at different kinds of violence, state violence and other things. We find them important, but we don't find these issues, Me Too and sexual harassment, etc., as very important things to talk about and to have sustained discourse on it. This book actually sparks various conversations in different directions. So this makes Tanushree's book really unique. Thank you.
I am Ruma Chakraborty and I am one of the panelists of today's discussion of Tanushree Ghosh's book Beyond Me Too. I personally feel that a book of this stature does an immense lot of good in our society. For the simple reason that she creates a space for us to question, to break the conspiracy of silence regarding sexual harassment and sexual abuse in our country. I think the very fact that there is a book like this, the very fact that it is reaching out to people, the very fact that we as readers are reading and are engaging in this dialogue with the book, with the audience, is the efficacy of this book. It is a must read for people who really want to know about the Me Too movement and about how it is absolutely imperative to be a part of this dialogue to bring about a sustainable change in social perceptions. I congratulate Tanushree for a book very well written. It was an extremely riveting read and one that I want to share with as many people as I can. Thank you.
I really look forward to doing this session with Tanushree's book because it's a subject that really resonates with so many of us. Women, even though this is 2021, are still so marginalized in so many sections of society, educated, entitled or otherwise, and so different social and economic strata. So this is something that's very important for people to read, to understand, to discuss, to act upon, to take it forward. And we can only do this if there's a movement, as Tanushree has said repeatedly, if there are movements, if there are concentrated groups of women and men who go for this, who fight for this. Otherwise, we're not going to have progress in society. And if we keep going backwards, as we seem to be going now, more totalitarianism, more fundamentalism, more fanaticism, more control of women all over the world, it's going to be a very sad world for women very soon. That is why this discussion was important, and I'm glad that everybody, Ruma, Antara, Tanushree, of course, they spoke lucidly, they spoke about things that should matter a lot to women, every woman. It has to be every woman. Thank you.
I would request everybody on the panel to kindly launch Beyond Me Too formally.
is criminal in most nations, it is important to note that what constitutes so is defined variedly. For example, only 8 out of 31 countries in the European Union recognizes sex without consent to be rape. This is my book, Beyond #MeToo, but it's beyond Me Too in reality. It talks about almost every aspect of what gender is today, what it was, and what it really needs to be. So I do hope you grab a copy, and thank you so much for listening in.
So today I grabbed this book by Tanushree Ghosh, Beyond Me Too. Really excited to finish this book, and probably I'll be enlightened after reading this. So
I haven't had a chance to read the book under discussion today, but it has been a very enlightening discussion, and I certainly identify with at least one part of the discussion, which is the complaint of sexual harassment brought against people in some kind of people who have some kind of power in any organization hierarchy. Because I have brought such complaints myself against someone senior in one of the organizations where I worked, and I saw how my complaint was treated. I mean, the complaint was taken note of, because I said that if the complaint is not treated right, then I will go to the police the next time something like this happens. So the complaint was taken note of, but everybody acted like it was just something to be brushed under the carpet. It was just something they wanted to get it over with, just sort of, going through the phases of the procedure, and nothing more than that. No real change was going to happen. And the person in question, of course, retained his job. So he should have actually been out of control after what he did. And I think one of the issues that I would have liked to see raised during the course of this evening, though I think it has been cut short by the COVID threat, is that the same women who talk about how they would like to see women's rights established, feminism, and all that, they are the ones who would also shield the rapists and molesters in their family. So, in my opinion, justice, like everything else, has to start at home. And until that happens, we're not going to see any real change. And now I'm going to read the book. I'm going to take a copy from here right now. And I hope that it's going to add a great deal to what I know about the subject. And it was a pleasure to be here today.
Thank you for trusting us and for being here this evening.